Thank you for joining us for this webinar. I am Ayushi, thrilled to be your host as we embark on this insightful journey together. Today's webinar is centered around the theme Recognition Revolution, balancing technology and personal connections in modern workspaces. Whether you are a seasoned professional seeking to expand your knowledge or a newcomer eager to delve into our topic, I assure you, you are in for a treat with the esteemed panel that we have. I am very excited to share that our organization has chosen Recognition Revolution as the theme for the upcoming year, where every interaction, whether digital or face to face, is infused with appreciation and connection, propelling teams towards greater success and fulfillment. Now, let us welcome our esteemed panel members. Each member brings a wealth of expertise and a unique perspective to our discussion. Nitin Kumar, a seasoned HR leader, boasts 17 plus years of experience spanning talent management, organization design, and cultural transformation. He honed his skills at JSW before transitioning to Infosys as an HRBP and later excelled in organization development and talent acquisition at CSG. Currently, as AVP HR at Inframarket, he specializes in strategic HR leadership, aligning HR with business objectives to drive organizational performance. Welcome, Mr. Nitin. Next, we have is Mr. Sumit Gulati, a versatile HR professional with 13 plus years of experience across engineering, construction, architecture, hospitality, and F&B retail industries. He is known for his diligence and dedicated approach. From Light Bite Foods Private Limited to Smart World Development and he has navigated diverse cultures, excelling in HR operations, organizational development, and talent acquisition. His expertise lies in crafting engaging work environments and driving organizational growth through strategic HR initiatives. Welcome, Mr. Sumit. Next, we have is Mr. Gaurav, a tech-savvy HR leader, holds a BTech from NIT Surat and an MBA from XLRI Jamshedpur, blending technical prowess with strategic HR acumen. From Capgemini to No Broker, he's owned with skills specializing in talent management and organizational development. Leveraging his diverse experience, he integrates technology with human capital strategies as AVP HR No Broker. Welcome, Mr. Gaurav. We hope for an insightful discussion. Next, we have is Mr. Simran Singh, a seasoned professional, boasts 10 plus years in business strategy, key account management, marketing, and channel partner engagement. From IIFL to Benepik, he's driven growth and expansion, excelling in corporate sales and client-based expansion. Currently VP at Benepik, he leads sales strategy and new market development, bringing a holistic approach to business challenges.
If you're working for say 5 days in a week and then approximately 10 hours a day, out of those, so approximately 50 hours, which is approximately 30 to 35%, we are spending the time in office. So obviously, we are doing something to basically build the organization to take it further. So we would want that our effort should be acknowledged, our effort should be recognized, our effort should be encouraged. And that is why, I mean, even as Nitin also said, right, even a pat on the back is also a very important gesture, which basically helps employees understand that okay, I am doing something which is right or something which is definitely adding a lot of value to the organization. Now, I think when we talk about Gen Z, obviously, I mean the expectation from the organizations is that this has to be very very instant. So these guys believe in instant gratification, right? So if I have done something really good, I would not expect my boss to basically come after 3 days and tell me that okay, I have done something good. If it is that I have done something good, I want that okay, by today, before today's end of the day, only my boss comes to me and say that okay, Gaurav, you have done really well, good job, and keep it up. I mean, this also, I mean, brings a lot of satisfaction to my work, and I feel quite a bit motivated. So I think. Whether we have tech or whether we don't have tech, I think I always come from a philosophy that HR as a function or people management as a function has to be low tech and high touch. So unless and until you are connected with people, unless and until you know your people, unless and until you just recognize your people through your gestures, your pat on the back or a short email or on your internal social media, etc., I think you will not be able to basically make them feel motivated.
during the COVID time period, everybody, I think all of us learned there are two things which happened in the COVID, or three things which I can say. One is about the technology adoption, which never happened on the HRMS system in the organization, but everybody started to have a small or big HRM setup adoption. Number two is on a part of the wellness. The nobody spoke about wellness before, but I think everybody started talking about wellness. Third one, all the managers who opposed work from home, I think everybody was okay with the work from home as a concept. Now, from that perspective, I think scenario which pushed us to do this aspect on what we needed for the future perspective, right? That's a scenario. But I think from the what whether technology needed or not, I think adoption happened just because of the one scenario, which is a health crisis which happened in the globally. But I see, I think that's a future wherein I think technology adoption will make a lot of difference, because I think you like it or not, there are two crowds which exist, where the remote crowd still exists in a lot of organization. Even if remote crowd doesn't exist, as Sumit rightly said, I think my organization itself, I think I have a offices pan India level. So I think from that perspective, how do you continue with the driving the similar culture? It's all possible when I think when you have a technology defined structure which is rolled out rather than you depending upon the human intervention. So bring consistency. I think Benepik kind of platform, I think it is make a lot of difference on Prati. You driving that consistency culture on a Prati. But at the same time, you need to maintain the human touch towards the entire drive force. It cannot be only technology driving it. Then I think it may not lead towards the effectiveness what we are looking forward. So it need to be in a combination of both technology as well as human touch. It can make a difference. Effectiveness, how do you drive it? I think it all depends upon the organization philosophy, organization culture, where we want to do it, as well as the need of the organization or the why we are driving the recognition. Is it only for a tick mark, or is it I think a drive factor on the meeting the better productivity, better performance management, better engagement within the organization? Then I'm sure I think it will meet the purpose what we are trying to drive.
So I think this particular aspect is like very clear that okay, anything on people aspect for that matter are very soft in nature. Some initiatives will give result in short term, but a lot more initiatives would give result in long term.
Where we are also encouraging the people's choice to come in. This is something which is happening through Survey Monkeys, and we can get that pulse. This is acting as a real booster and making a transparent sort of a transaction as far as the reward is also concerned, because hey, we need equality and transparency on this platform as well. Secondly, I think when we are getting into surveys, when we kind of come to a conclusion that okay, what is the kind of age band and what is the percentage that we are sitting on, where we talk about 25 to 35 into a different band and 35 onwards to a 45 in a different band. When there is a mix, I think there are some tech events also that we are doing, which gives you a flavor, and that serves to a different category differently. So there should be anything and everything, but they have to be specific demarcations to the entire event that we are doing. We ensure that that is also getting featured properly, and we get to a feedback also. The continuous feedback system that we get, I think that encourages us to do better as far as the recognition comes in.
But I think the decision of the who is the people leader is not taken by the manager, the leaders or HR. It is decided by the people themselves. So I think we used to nominate 4 to 5 top performers to review. Their manager should not be there. I think they can choose based on nomination and finalize one other person. I think that take away the biasness. I think the remaining awards, I think and a performance award, you need to have a metric so that will take away the biasness. But I think certain elements, it's a thin line difference over there. I think how do you justify it's a bias or non-biasness? I think as a custodian of the rewards and recognition, HR has to play that role to make it ensure biasness is removed in that process.
That out of 100%, 76 of them have said that yes, which is great. And it shows that how much organizations are working towards creating a positive work culture. The second question that we had was how often do you recognize your colleagues and peers? And here also we had a great positive result, which is weekly it's 40% and monthly it's 37%. Rarely comes to 7%, which means yes, we're moving towards a culture where recognition is a big part of it. So I think we are, as Sumit said, that this discussion can never end, and we
Yeah.
always will have insights to have on it. I would just like to end with saying that if not even big, a few words of recognition can also make a very big impact on an individual's life, and that's what we should go ahead with in life.